Have you heard mi, tu, su, and mío, tuyo, and suyo? What is the difference between these possessive adjectives, and how do we use them? Welcome to my channel, Hooked on Spanish. Today we're going to learn about possessive adjectives. Spanish has two ways of indicating possession. One way is using possessive adjectives, and the other way is using the preposition de, sometimes called possessive de. English also has two ways of doing possession, with possessive adjectives and with apostrophe s. We're going to start with the possessive adjectives that do not have gender, but they do have plural. Now, these are the possessive mi, tu, and su, mis, tus, and sus. These are the possessive adjectives that you probably learned first because they are the easy ones to use. Then we have here examples like mi casa es blanca, tu casa está en Seattle, su perro se llama Benito, mis libros están en la mesa, sus zapatos son viejos. Notice how the chart works. You need my house, then you're gonna go here, mi. Now, if this was casas, plural, my houses, then you have to go to mis casas. You have to change the verb to son blancas. Now, this in plural will be tus casas. You are here. Tus casas están en Seattle. Perro, if it was plural perros, sus perros se llaman Benito y Leo. Now, mis libros están en la mesa. You can see it here, plural. To change it to singular, you have to go to mi libro está en la mesa. Sus zapatos son viejos. To change it to singular, you have to go to su zapato es viejo. Now you can see that they don't have to match the gender because regardless if it's feminine like casa or masculine like perro, they will use the same possessive adjectives. It will be mi casa, mi perro. But they do change from singular to plural. And remember, this group of possessive adjectives, they always go in the front of the nouns. Remember the nouns casa, perro, libro, zapatos. Okay, let's go and try to practice a little bit and see if you can do this. Think for a few seconds and see which one goes here. Okay, that's right, you're here. That will be his. Now, escritorio singular, then you have to say su. Escritorio es grande. His desk is big. In here, we want to say, my book is on the table. My book is on the table. You have to go to these ones right here, and you will choose me because libro, book, is singular. Mi libro está en el escritorio. Now, number 3, we go to her. It's right here. And carro es car, and is singular, will be su carro es rojo. In here, your house is in Seattle. Now, the your that we want is the formal your, what is right here. Equivalent to usted as a personal pronoun will be usted, right? Formal way to talk to people. Then it will be su casa está en Seattle. Now, the your informal is right here. Okay? Then, your teacher, your Spanish teacher is from Costa Rica. They will be tu maestra o tu profesora de español es de Costa Rica. Now, notice that this is a possessive adjective and does not have the accent mark on the U. If it was a personal pronoun, it do has an accent mark in the U. The you, right? The you that is equivalent to tu has an accent mark, but the your does not have an accent mark. Okay, let's go to the next group of possessive adjectives. This group of possessive adjectives do have gender and number, and that's why we have 4 for each of them, because we have to have the masculine and the masculine plural, the feminine and the feminine plural. Now, this group of possessive adjectives, these are words that are also used as possessive pronouns in Spanish. And they are used as possessive pronouns when they are not together with a noun to qualify. Then there will be possessive pronouns, but right now we're looking at possessive adjectives and they're together with a noun, la casa. In this case, la casa mía es blanca. Now they have to match the gender. And thus la casa is feminine, then mía is right here, feminine singular, and they go in the back of the noun. Always, not exception, always in the back of the noun with a definite article in the front. This is why this group of adjectives is harder to use, because you do know to learn the gender of the nouns to use them correctly. Then we have la casa tuya está en Seattle. El perro suyo se llama Benito. Los libros míos están en la mesa. Los zapatos suyos son viejos. Notice that all of them have the definite article in the front, the adjective are in the back, and they do have to match the gender and the number. Let's take the example of la casa mía es blanca. If I wanted to change this to plural, will be las casas, everything changed to plural, las casas mías, you choose the plural one, and of course you have to change the verb, son blancas, and blancas will change also to plural. Okay, let's go and have a little practice. Again, take a few seconds to see if you can put the correct possessive adjectives. Number one, you want to say, his desk is big, but with these possessive adjectives. Okay, you have to put the definite article in the front. Escritorio is masculine. That will be el escritorio. Now you're talking about his. You have to go to here in the chart. And you have to find the singular. That is suyo and masculine, right? Because it's matching the gender of the noun. Remember, this is about adjectives and they refer to the noun. There will be el escritorio suyo es grande. His desk is big. Now in here, you want to say, my book is on the desk. My book is on the desk. Then you have to put the definite. Mine is not going to go here. It was going to write here, right? It's going to be the definite article in the front. This is masculine, will be el libro. Now, my is mío. Singular and masculine because it refers to book. El libro mío está en el escritorio. Her car is red. Now we go to the chart. Where is her? Right here. Carro is masculine and will be suyo. El carro suyo es rojo. Number 4, your house is in Seattle. Okay, your house, formal. You will be right here. Then it will be la casa suya está en Seattle. Suya, because la casa is feminine singular, you have to use the definite article in the front. La casa suya está en Seattle. You're informal. You want to say, your Spanish teacher is from Costa Rica. Your Spanish teacher is from Costa Rica. Then you will be in the informal, will be right here. And there will be la profesora de español. Definite article in the front, la profesora de español. Tuya, because profesora de español is feminine singular. La profesora tuya es de Costa Rica. And that's how it works. Remember, these ones go only in the back of the nouns with a definite article in the front. Now we have the third group of adjectives and how this group works. This this group can be in the front and it will work as the same as me, tú, and su, or they can go in the back and they will work the same as mío, tuyo, suyo, in the back of the nouns with a definite article in the front. Now, this group of possessive adjectives, they also work as possessive pronouns in Spanish. Now, let's see the examples in here. Nuestra casa es blanca. You have it in the front of the noun casa. And if we move it to the back, you have to use the definite article in the front, matching the gender, and nuestra will go in the back. This group of possessive adjectives, also notice that they have gender and number. That's why we have 4 of each of them. Nuestros libros están en la mesa. Nuestros in the front of the noun libros. And if we move it to the back, will be los libros, the books. Los is the possessive, the definite article, that has to go in the front, the plural, definite article, and nuestros will go in the back. Vuestros zapatos son viejos. Then in the front, and zapatos is vuestros because zapatos is masculine. Los zapatos, notice the definite article in masculine plural. Vuestros son viejos. Okay, then remember, this group can go in the front or in the back. But if you use it in the back, it works like the group of mío, tuyo, and suyo. Definite article in the front, adjective in the back, and they do have to match gender and number. The other way to make possession in Spanish is the preposition de. Like I told you before, sometimes called possessive de. Now notice that de plus el becomes del. It contracts. Okay, then we have la casa del profesor, the professor's house. This is how it works. The last word in the English phrase becomes the first one in Spanish, and you use a definite article in the front. Then you need the possession, what will be de, and then you need the professor, what is el profesor. Now, this will be la casa de el profesor. But remember the little rule here, de plus el becomes del. That's why it's la casa del profesor. Let's see, my sister's daughter. Like I told you, last word becomes the first one, la hija. Then followed by the possession, de, and my sister, mi hermana. La hija de mi hermana. Los libros de la biblioteca. See? Again, books is the last word in English, followed by the possession, de, and the library, la biblioteca. La casa de la señora Salas. Miss Salas' house. House, la casa, goes first. Then you have the possession, de, and then la señora Salas. Why we have a la in here again? Because when thinking about a person, use the definite article before the title. Before a title, we use definite articles. That's why it becomes la casa de la señora Salas. Mr. Salas' house. Again, la casa. The possession is de. And then we have to say el señor Salas because of this note right here says use the definite article in front of the title and it's el señor Salas. Becomes la casa del señor Salas. Also you have to apply this. De plus el is del. Then become la casa del señor Salas. Thank you for listening and I hope you enjoy the class. To learn more about the Spanish Class Café, visit us at www.thespanishclasscafe.com. If you enjoyed this video, leave me a like and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to keep up with the lessons. Bye for now. Hasta luego.